Just been speaking about James getting back in the Scotland squad. I just wondered what your thoughts are on his return, how pleased you are for him to get back into the fold at such an exciting stage of the season.
Yeah, fully deserved, I think, in my eyes, and probably everyone else's. His form of late has been unbelievable. And the one thing about James is he's got huge experience as well. So, he's there, and he'll be doing everything he can to try and help by the time we get to the tournament as well. So fantastic for him to be back involved, fully deserved, and I'm delighted for him personally as well.
As a captain, of course, you wouldn't sort of question a manager's selections, but was it difficult for you at times during the season when he wasn't getting involved in the squad? I know James found it a bit tough at the start of the season, since how long you played alongside him and how good you know he is.
Yeah, of course, there's always difficult selections for managers to make, and I think the one thing about James is he's always been super professional and respectful. Like I said, he's hugely experienced, and he carries himself in such a great way. So of course he'll be disappointed at times when he maybe wasn't involved, but he kept his head down, he kept working, he kept himself right, and that's huge credit to him, because when he's come back into the team, he's probably a big reason why we managed to go over the line, and probably the team's form is obviously increased as well. So that's again testament to how he's looked after himself and his professionalism and obviously experience as well.
We shouldn't overlook the fact that you're in the Scotland squad as well. Congratulations on that. I just wonder how well prepared you feel for the summer. Do you feel you're in a good place with all that's gone on previously and the work you've put in?
Yeah, I feel good. Starting to get to the place now where feeling a lot better. Fitness levels returning to more like it was previous to the injury as well. So actually in a good place, playing well and ready to go. So probably the season sort of finishing at the wrong time now. But of course after Saturday then we've got a really exciting summer, and I'm looking forward to it as well.
Callum, just in terms of this game, how much are you looking forward to it, and was there maybe a point in this season where it felt like a double might be quite far away, just given the negativity that maybe surrounded the outside of Celtic rather than the inside?
Yeah, well, I mean that's it's external. I think was quite a lot of it. To be honest, we just with the nature of the season and how it goes, if you don't pick up the first trophy, then a lot of your work and everything else goes unnoticed right until the last 10 days of the season. So maybe externally now everyone's thinking, yeah, it's not too bad, but you got to battle, and leagues are won over 10, 11 months of really hard work and graft and perseverance and resilience, and we've put ourselves in a good position now. Obviously we go into the game at the weekend full of confidence. We understand the challenge. It'll be a massive game, both teams really good teams, so we understand where we are. We have to give everything to the game, and cup finals you need a bit of luck, you need things to go your way, you got to play well on the day. So we've got a good chance. We turn up, we're full of confidence, off the back of obviously securing the league. So no, for us, we've always been confident, and obviously the last sort of 10 days have put us in a nice place that hopefully we can finish with double at the weekend.
The manager had said at the weekend there that he'd shown the players a collage of negativity that had stemmed back to August. Has that been a driving factor for the players this season to try and prove any doubters wrong?
To be honest, that was the first time I'd seen it, and there was 6 or 7 articles, so I don't pay any attention to it at all. And like I said, externally there was a lot of noise, but I think that's probably the first time the players had actually seen it. So it just tells you about the mindset in the group, and like I say, resilience is a key word when you go to win leagues. You got to stay together, you got to trust each other, and that's what we did, and we got over the line, and I think we've deserved it. So we arrive into the game at the weekend full of confidence, and we know what we need to do to be successful.
Is that every player maybe has their own motivations and what drives them? Moments like you had at the weekend there at Rugby Park, what you could have at Hampden on Sunday, are those the moments that really drive you personally? Yeah,
I think when you start the season, the way that I've been brought up, the way that my football career's panned out so far, I've tried to maximise every opportunity that I've got, and at the start of the season I want to try and win everything that we're in, and when you lose one then it hurts, and that stays with you, and throughout my career I've tried to limit the amount of times that I felt like that. So come Saturday, I'm going to try and limit the amount of times I feel like that again. So that's where I am, and that's what we try to get across to the players. That come Saturday afternoon, we obviously want to be the ones standing with the trophy.
There haven't been too many moments like that, have there? What, you made your debut nearly 10 years ago?
Yeah, well, I've been very lucky and very fortunate. Obviously, there's been a lot of hard work and dedication, and of course you've got to go and do it, and you've got to be successful. So I'm really thankful for that, and obviously proud of what I've achieved. But I think the nature of being at Celtic is the next trophy that's on offer, you're under pressure to deliver, and that's the way that I try and work as well. It's the way I try and get the players to understand when they play for this football club, it demands success. So Saturday's another opportunity for us to go and try and make a lot of people happy.
And that winning mentality, does it just feed off itself? Is it easy for you with that group of players?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've obviously had good success together. The guys that joined us, we've had that successful moment, getting over the line at Kilmarnock and then the trophy day at the weekend. So hopefully that brings the group tighter together as well, and they get to feel what it is like to be a successful Celtic player, and hopefully that can carry us into the game at the weekend. But make no mistake, we know how difficult that's going to be. Cup finals, you've got to do a lot right on the day to get yourself over the line. So, you know, hopefully we're in as good a place as we can be. It's now down to us as players to turn up and deliver.
And there can't be a better way of finishing a season, can there, than defending your cup against your biggest rival with a double on the line?
Yeah, well, it's a great occasion. It's a great showpiece for Scottish football, and like you said, brilliant to be involved in as a player. This is what you want to do. This is why you play football. And if this doesn't get you excited, then you're probably in the wrong spot.
Rangers haven't beaten you this season. How much confidence do you take from that going into this game on Saturday?
Of course, you take a sort of small degree of comfort in that, but again, we know what cup finals are like. We know what these derby games are like. If you don't turn up on the day, then you make yourself really difficult to get a result. So we understand what we have to give to the game. Obviously, we've played each other 4 times now, so both teams will know each other reasonably well. And it comes down to Saturday. What are the players prepared to give? Who turns up and plays well on the day, and who maybe gets that bit of luck to get them over the line. So we've got to try and drive all those factors in our favour, and hopefully we can do it and finish with a double.
And you talked last Wednesday after the celebrations at Celtic Park about delivering that Premiership title back to the fans. What would it mean to you to give the fans a double, a Scottish Cup as well?
Yeah, same thing. Like I said, at this club you're judged on success, and you're judged on how many trophies you win, and the next one that's on offer, you're judged on that one as well. So that's where we are, that's where we live as Celtic players. We live in that pressure moment and the pressure cooker, so we have to enjoy that. That has to become the normal for the players, and we're always trying to stress that to them, that when they arrive in the big moments, you know, you have to be calm, and this is what's expected of you as a Celtic player. So with all of that being said, you still got to turn up and do it and perform, and hopefully we can do that at the weekend.
And the first Old Firm game this season where there's a 50-50 fan split, is that an atmosphere you're relishing?
Yeah, I think it'll be great. I think it'll be a really good spectacle. I think everybody's probably desperate to get the supporters back in each stadium, just to add to the spectacle and the game and everything else. So yeah, it'll be great. It'll be a great spectacle for everyone. Big showpiece game for the country, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Quite incredible.
The manager said he hopes the players can bring very A-game qualities to Hampden. What are the manager's A-game qualities that he brings in terms of preparing you guys for an occasion like this?
Well, everyone knows he's ultra experienced. He's a top level manager, and someone who's really calm under pressure, and that's what he tries to relay to the group every time that we go on the pitch. We have a process. We trust in that. We trust in him. He trusts the players, and then when you get to the pressure moments, it's about staying calm and actually relying on that even more, and relying on each other even more, to get through that big moment. So he's a top manager. I'm sure he'll be ready for the game, and I'm sure come Saturday he'll have the players ready as well.
Is it quite incredible to think that out of all the big derby games you've played, a lot of them here as well, that none of them have been a Scottish Cup final?
I know, I was thinking that the other day actually. Has that been 22 years or something since the last one? So it's a bit of an anomaly, that one, isn't it? But obviously we played each other in semi-finals in this competition. So yeah, again, a big sort of spectacle and a great game for trophy to be on the line. So I'm sure everyone will enjoy it, and like I said, the players are ready to go.
Do you feel that kind of heritage of the occasion as well? Like you say, it's been so long, but it's the 150th anniversary as well. Do you look back at kind of previous Celtic captains and teams that have won it and use that to inspire yourself and the players for your teammates as well?
To be honest, I'm trying not to get dragged into anything else other than the game. We've got enough to sort of worry about and prepare and try and prepare the players and the game plan and everything else. So hopefully we can come out on the right end of that, and then maybe after the game we'll have a look at where we are in that aspect. But I think between now and then for the players it's focus on yourself, focus on the group, be a team player, and when you get here on Saturday then you give your absolute maximum to get over the line.
Cal, was there a unique motivation within the dressing room, like being Joe's final game of his career?
Again, similar. Of course, we understand that that's there in the background. We obviously want to try and send him away in a positive light. With a double, which would be brilliant for him to finish his career on that. But again, I think between now and then, we just focus on the game, we focus on ourselves, and we focus on the team, which is the most important thing. So if we do all of that and we have a successful day, then Joe will get his happy ending as well. So for me and the players, you know, we really concentrating on the next 48 hours for the game.
Do you have your own kind of routines for Hampden? You've obviously been here plenty of times, like we things you do for cup final games are maybe different as well, just to...
Not so much any kind of routine or anything like that. Just I think psychologically you just get yourself into a place where, you know, with semi-finals and finals, it's all on the line. You don't get second chances, so you just have to prepare yourself to try and go to the limit to get yourself over the line. So I think again that's where the players will be mentally, that get themselves in a space where we know that you won't get a second chance at this, so you have to give it all come Saturday.
There might be an obvious one I'm missing,
Last one.
but how far do we have to go back to you losing the cup final?
Last question as well. Come on.
Genuinely, like
I don't know.
what age were you?
I don't know.
I'm trying to stress it's an incredible run.
No, I know.
Were you like
I just don't want you to jinx me. Of course, it's been a while, and there's obviously been a wee bit made about that in previous years. But like I said, when I get to these occasions, I just try and really focus in on the occasion, on the game, what you got to do to make it a success, and focus on the team. And again, that'll be the thing that gets us over the line, that selflessness and team ethic and team working for each other and running and doing all the really nasty bits of the game that will hopefully take us over the line. So hopefully come Saturday then we'll have another positive experience to look back on.
I'm going to Google it now.
Cheers.
Cheers guys, thanks.